1,000 LB SISTRR star Chris Combs and his wife Brittany Combs' jaw-dropping weight loss milestones might hint at an exciting new reality TV journey for them now that Tammy Slaton has considered leaving Kentucky, and possibly the show too. While 1,000 LB SISTRR started with Tammy and her sister Amy Slaton's combined weight of 1,000 pounds taking center stage as they tried various ways to get rid of it, it's now become more of a family saga. Most of the siblings have weight loss success stories of their own to tell, including Chris and even his wife Brittany. Chris was raised by Tammy and Amy's mother along with their older brother, Steven Slaton. Chris developed an unusual relationship with food from childhood, while he was growing up in Shawneetown, Illinois. After becoming more or less the third most important cast member of 1,000 LB SISTRR, Chris, with his unique voice and affable personality, got viewers invested in his life and weight loss. However, Tammy's shocking decision to change locations might change the entire dynamics of the family's reality TV career. Chris used to work at McDonald's. Chris has grown averse to eating fast food. Life wasn't always simple for Chris. From a young age, he found himself facing one challenge after another, and it often felt like the odds were stacked against him. Struggling with obesity was something he and his sisters all had in common. It was a battle they started fighting early on. The weight affected almost every aspect of Chris's life. Everyday tasks that others took for granted became major obstacles. Chris also faced financial difficulties while dealing with the weight struggles. Money was tight due to his coming from a working-class family. The stress of trying to manage these financial difficulties only added to the emotional weight he carried. Despite these hardships, Chris developed a deep sense of determination and learned the importance of hard work. According to TV season spoilers, he worked various jobs in his career. Chris worked long shifts even if his health wasn't allowing him to. The weight loss seems to have been something truly liberating that happened to Chris, even boosting his productivity in the end. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Chris spent years working in the fast food industry. Chris got a job working for Tyson Foods. After Tyson, Chris took on the kitchen of a McDonald's over 20 years ago and seems to still work there now. While it provides a steady paycheck, the work is grueling. The job offers stability, but growth opportunities that Chris gets from reality TV. Moreover, working around food when wanting to lose weight isn't a good idea. In a June 2022 video, Chris admitted that he doesn't feel like eating the food anymore. Nothing against it, it's just my preference, he confessed. Brittany is a McDonald's manager. How did Chris and Brittany meet? However, working at McDonald's also brought about a positive change in Chris' life. 36-year-old Brittany is 44-year-old Chris' second wife. Chris met Brittany in 2012. As per Distractify, Brittany came into his life as a fellow manager after Chris accepted his management position at McDonald's. Brittany works as a manager at McDonald's. Chris appears to be working alongside his wife at the same store where they met. They quickly became friends but eventually started dating. Chris and Brittany got engaged in 2016. Brittany and Chris tied the knot on October 15, 2016, 4 years before 1,000 LB SISTRR premiered in January 2020. Chris and Brittany do not have any biological children together. Brittany became stepmom to Chris' adult children, Brandon and Emily. Chris appears to have a few grandchildren from his son, and his daughter Emily recently welcomed a new baby. Chris' weight loss is more extreme. How Chris' weight loss journey compares to Tammy's. Chris weighed more than 450 pounds when 1,000 LB SISTRR debuted. Chris decided to undergo gastric sleeve surgery to aid with his weight loss journey. The main reason Chris wanted the surgery was because his father passed away at just 57 years old. Chris's father was also between 400 and 500 pounds when he died. Chris wanted to be in good shape and live longer so he could watch his grandchildren grow up. He wants to be around his family for longer. Chris got the surgery done in 2022, and in just a year, he had lost 150 pounds. Chris feels great since he had the surgery. He has been eating regular food. He watches what he eats, but he believes he can just about eat anything he wants as far as regular food is concerned, provided he is mindful about it and eats everything in moderation. Chris' weight loss progress even impressed his doctor, Dr. Eric Smith, who proudly shared Chris' before and after photos on social media, especially to congratulate Chris on completing a 5-mile run. Weight loss has also helped Chris control his blood sugar levels, and he no longer needs insulin to function. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It could have been Chris' desire to become healthy which inspired his wife to lose weight too. Brittany revealed her desire to undergo weight loss surgery in 1000 Old Sisters Season 5. She did not get into the details of the procedure she wanted, but it looks like Brittany has been trying to shed her extra pounds by regularly working out and eating right. Chris had gifted Brittany with a gym membership in Season 6, and she is putting it to good use as seen in her before and after photos. Will Tammy's desire to leave Kentucky end the show? Will Tammy let Chris take over? Tammy mentioned that she had hoped to leave Kentucky and distance herself from her family to escape their constant drama. Amanda Halterman's decision to kick Tammy out of her house following her divorce from Jason resulted in an intense feud between the sisters. Whenever Amanda tried to patch things up, Tammy ended up distancing herself even more. Tammy mentioned how Amanda had crossed her lines and Tammy didn't wish to keep in contact with her. Tammy has been living in Kentucky with her siblings for a while now. However, she could consider going to Indiana, where they're originally from. Tammy is the face of 1000 Old Sisters, and her leaving the show could potentially end it. Tammy could consider growing herself as a YouTuber again, but the show has bought her the fame that social media never could have. Tammy has a bad attitude that will also damage her relationship with Chris and his wife, as she seems to be living with them now. Chris is known to always bail Tammy out on 1000 Old Sisters. But if the show decides to focus on his weight loss journey with Brittany, could Chris think of severing his ties with Tammy for good? Subscribe the channel to get such videos.